How would you characterize some of the younger people in films, the newer people in films? What are they going to bring that's different to American films, would you say?
Well, I think they're not going to bring anything that's different to American films, but they're going to bring the audience back into the theater by making popular entertainment movies the way they used to be made every week. Remember when movies would change every Wednesday? None of this holdover stuff where a film would play for 18 weeks in one theater, but every Wednesday a new film would come in and they'd all be entertaining and you'd go to the movies constantly. From all the young people I've talked to who are getting involved in movies, writing scripts, really wanting to be part of the industry, they are willing to make movies that are popular and entertaining and getting people into theaters and hearing them laugh and scream and clap and all that good stuff.
And action.
Action.
2.
Action.
Take 2.
Action.
C9C. Take 1.
Action.
Take 4. Scene 3A. Take 1.
Oh, no SD card. No SD card.
Creating, and creating, even when there's nothing in mind to create. Taking hours to just make an idea and months and sometimes years to produce said idea. Now add balancing classes, a social life, and a job to pay rent on top of that.
My name is Manny Lopez. I am a narrative drama filmmaker. That seems to be my forte. And I'm currently working on my thesis film, Part-Time Lovers, which it's definitely in progress, to say the least. It honestly all started with the genre. I tend to make very violent, messed up movies. I wanted to do something a little more in the realm of like reality, a little less violent, but still like socially impactful. You know, I like making potent, like emotionally potent films. So this is the pre-production report for Part-Time Lovers. I'm a little paranoid. I'm kind of a control freak, so I'm sort of producing my own movie, even though I'm not really supposed to. I do have a standalone producer on the project, but I don't know. I'm very obsessive with the way things sort of turn out, and I wouldn't want to put that burden on anybody else.
There is like a moment where you're like, wow, I'm way out there. Like if this doesn't work, it will be very public.
People are gonna notice.
It will be an extremely public one. You know, you might as well take those big swings. I mean, literally the worst thing that can happen is it's terrible, nobody likes it, and it bankrupts a studio.
That would be bad.
No, of course, but like how bad?
Yeah.
You know, as bad as not making it? You know, maybe not.
That's the big question film professionals and amateurs have. Is it worth it? Will people not only like it, but understand it? Unfortunately for students and those starting up in the film industry don't have the luxury to blow money from studios, which begs the question, what can be produced on your own dime?
Scheduling. Honestly, that and just finding willing actors that are able to, you know, donate their time. That is essentially what they're doing. And I don't have any money to pay them. I don't think any of the thesis film students do, but our payment to them is exposure, and the exposure is only gonna be as good as the film is, so that's why I'm putting in all of these hours to meticulously sort of make sure this runs smoothly. Up to the 11th hour, I'm getting schedule changes for my actors, which is not their fault. You know, everybody has a life outside of this thing, so I'm just finding what's best, how to move hours and filming locations around to sort of best suit everybody's schedule. I mean, I kind of came up with this weird like formula in my head, this mathematic formula, where the comfortable number I came up with was like 8 minutes per shot, and using that, I'll do 8 times however many shots a day, and then divide it by 60, and that tells me like how many actual hours I need. We have a very kick-ass team that works very fast and efficiently, and so I could like hold them to that standard, you know. I just really want this to aesthetically look well. Like I've spent a lot of time envisioning the story, but now I think the story is pretty set in stone to the point where now I can focus on the aesthetic and the overall look of this film.
Anyone can be in film these days. We carry around pocket cameras every day. What makes a filmmaker isn't the camera, how big the set is, but having an idea. Everyone starts somewhere, whether it's balancing a phone on a shoebox as a tripod or using a napkin as a script. Produce your ideas, roll the camera, and action.